Something different is happening during your nights, and perhaps you've felt it without even being able to explain. You wake up and notice a strange silence in the room, a feeling in the air, a symbol that keeps appearing in your dreams, a phrase you don't remember hearing, yet it won't leave your mind. And here's something many forget: dreams are never random when they come from above. Heaven does not send images by chance. God often speaks to us when our eyes are closed, because that is when the soul is finally open to listen. Maybe you've dreamed of water, snakes, or even doors that don't exist in the physical world, but stayed imprinted in you as if they were real. This is not just your imagination. These are spiritual messages, subtle codes sent directly to those who have eyes to see beyond the visible. While many pass through dreams as if they were mere confusion, you have been called to decipher the signs. And if you are here watching until now, it's not out of random curiosity. It's because your soul recognizes that something greater is guiding all of this. It's a sign that you are under divine direction. The night is not just rest, it is when the invisible activates. Today, I want to show you 7 types of dreams that God uses to speak to you, even when your conscious mind doesn't notice. And I promise you, after this video, you will never look at your sleep the same way again. I ask only one thing: listen carefully. Every second here could carry a key, a unique code made especially for your current stage of life. If you skip or get distracted, you might miss something sent just for you. So if you feel ready to awaken even in your dreams, leave your like and write 99 in the comments, because Psalm 99 declares, "The Lord reigns, let the nations tremble." And when he speaks in the middle of the night, even the darkness must fall silent. Let's begin, chosen one. If you've recently dreamed of water, don't ignore it. This is not just another ordinary dream. Water carries a deep spiritual language. It can appear in many forms. Perhaps you are drowning, struggling to breathe, being pulled by something invisible. This is not just any fear. It's a warning. It's as if God is showing you emotions you haven't been able to release, pains you've hidden so well that you don't even remember where they are. Texto Padra. It's a sign that a silent but real struggle is happening inside you, and heaven is calling you back to the shore. Now, if in your dream the water was calm, clear, serene, don't be fooled, thinking it's just peace. This is a sign of alignment. It shows that you are flowing in the right direction, even when everything around you seems unstable. But if the water was turbulent, full of waves, with storms approaching or currents pulling you, that also carries a very strong meaning. It doesn't mean you are in danger, it means you are in transformation. God is shaking what no longer serves you. He doesn't want to destroy you, he wants to cleanse you, to renew you. Water in dreams is not just a reflection, it is a revelation. It shows where you still resist, where you try to control, when in reality, God only wants you to trust and surrender. And here's a powerful detail. The way you react to water in your dream reflects how you have reacted to God's presence in real life. Do you run away? Do you try to control it? Or do you surrender to the flow? Because the dream is not just a symbol, it is a question, and God is waiting for your answer. So, the next time water appears in your dreams, don't ask what it means. Ask instead, God, where are you trying to lead me that I am still too afraid to go? Now let's continue. If water reveals what is inside you, the next dream shows what is hidden around you. If you saw a snake in your dream, know that this is not just a nightmare, it is a spiritual warning. When a serpent appears, it is alerting you. It does not speak, but it sends signs, and it usually appears when something is wrong, but you have not yet had the courage to face it. If in your dream the snake bit you, know that this venom is not physical. It is emotional. It could be envy, betrayal, or deceit coming from someone who seems to be on your side, but secretly wishes for your downfall. The place of the bite also matters. If it was on your hand, someone is trying to block your purpose. If it was on your foot, they want to take you off your path. But what if the snake is hidden under the bed, in the grass, or behind someone you love? This is not fear, it is discernment. It is a warning that someone close to you might be serving as a channel for the enemy to approach. Now, if in the dream you killed the snake, celebrate. This means victory in the spiritual realm, a battle won while you were sleeping. These dreams come to sharpen your spiritual senses, to teach you to look beyond appearances. Not every smile is sincere, not every prayer is a blessing. Some people disguise poison with sweet words, but in your dream, the mask falls. So the next time you dream of a snake, don't panic. Ask boldly, God, who? Is it close enough to harm me, yet silent enough to hide? And get ready, because if the snake reveals what is camouflaged, the next dream shows what God is about to open in your life. When you dream of a door, understand this. It's not just a piece of wood with hinges. It is a spiritual sign, a marker between what was and what is to come. It's as if heaven is showing you that something is about to change in your life, something that the world around you may not even notice. Every detail matters. The way the door opens, if it's locked, broken, or even disappears. All of this carries a code, an answer, a warning about the right timing and the direction of your purpose. Now, if in your dream the door is open, don't get excited right away. An open door can be both an opportunity and a test. Sometimes what you are about to step into is exactly what you cried and prayed for a while back, when you could barely keep yourself standing. The open door shows that a new phase is available, but to walk through it, the key is your obedience. But what if the door is locked? Calm down. This doesn't mean you've been rejected. It may simply be God protecting you from something you are not yet ready for. Heaven has its ways of saying, wait a little longer. Sometimes silence from above is stronger than any spoken answer. Now, if in your dream the door appears broken, pay extra attention. This may be a sign that something or someone is trying to invade what is yours, forcing entry where it shouldn't. It's a spiritual warning. Someone has found a vulnerable point in your path and wants to make you stumble before you can even take the next step. This is why God also uses dreams like this to remind you to discern. Not everything that opens is a blessing, not everything that closes is punishment, and not every path you see is meant for you to walk. And if in your dream you are just standing there in front of the door without courage or clarity to open it, perhaps the dream isn't really about the door, it might be about you. It could mean that you are asking God for something great, but you are not yet emotionally or spiritually prepared to live it. So, the next time this dream returns, the hallway, the doorknob, the mysterious air of what lies beyond, pause and ask yourself, am I ready to walk through what I have so long asked to experience? Now, the next type of dream doesn't involve objects, it involves life. If at any point you dream of a baby, understand that it's not just about sweetness or innocence, it is about responsibility. A baby in a dream is spiritual. It's not just a child, it's a seed, a calling, a mission entrusted to you. Something small, yes, but filled with purpose. A baby in your arms, in a dream, is God showing you that He has placed something valuable in your hands. A vision, a task, something born in heaven even before you were born on earth. But just holding it is not enough. You must care for it, protect it, nurture it, and fight for it. If the baby is crying, do not ignore it. That cry is your purpose shouting for attention. Perhaps you have been postponing something important, something hiding from the mission God gave you. But now, the time has come. Heaven will not wait any longer. If in the dream the baby appears abandoned, this is one of the strongest signs. It means you have drifted away from something eternal, perhaps a gift, a project, a spiritual calling that was left aside. And just like a newborn, if it is not cared for, it risks dying. But this dream is not necessarily about motherhood or fatherhood. It is about legacy. It is about what you carry in your spirit. Even if no one else understands or sees it, you feel it. There is a weight, an urgency, a movement inside you that cannot be explained. The enemy is not afraid of what you are today. He fears what you are about to become. That is why the struggles have intensified, why your sleep has become more restless, because something inside you is about to be born. So, when you have another dream with a baby, don't ask what it means. Ask instead, God, how do I care for what you are generating within me? Now we enter an even more delicate field, where the veil between this world and the spiritual is thinner, where the past sometimes tries to speak to us, but not always with good intentions. When someone who has passed appears in a dream, it is not just a memory. It may be a calling, a moment when the eternal touches the present, right at the point where you are most vulnerable, most open. It is not just longing, and it is not always grief. Sometimes it is heaven itself trying to communicate with you through a familiar image, something your conscious mind might have ignored during the day. Perhaps that person said something to you. Perhaps they just looked at you in a way that you felt deep inside, or maybe they said nothing at all, yet you woke with tears in your eyes. This is not merely emotion, it can be healing, a response or a prophetic instruction you needed to hear in a different way, an ancestral calling, as if heaven is saying, it has reached you, now it's up to you. But be careful. Not every presence in a dream is sent by God. The enemy knows how to disguise himself. Some dreams are copies, distractions, or traps. How can you tell what comes from above and what was created to confuse you? The answer is not in the words, but in what remains after you wake. If the dream brought peace, clarity, or a deep certainty, you can trust that heaven visited you. But if it left fear, confusion, or an unusual obsession, it may have been an attempt to divert you. That's why when a deceased person appears in your dream, don't react only with emotion. Ask with discernment, Lord, did this come from you, or was it just a shadow wearing a familiar face? Because those who are chosen are not just dreamers. They are guardians of spiritual gates, and not every spirit deserves passage. Now we approach another type of dream, one that does not take you to the past, but shakes you out of the present. You know the kind. You fall, then suddenly wake with a jolt, your heart racing, your body alert. It feels as if something inside you has been shaken. You might even think, it's just anxiety. But it's more than that. What is being shaken is not just your mind, it is your spirit being interrupted. Why? Because sometimes when God allows us to fall in a dream, it is not punishment, it is repositioning. It is Him saying, you are holding onto something that is no longer yours. Let go. It could be a relationship, a role, a title, something that once made sense, but now is out of place. And yet, we insist on holding tightly to a life already left behind in the spiritual realm. Or perhaps you are clinging to illusions, a sense of control or stability, but deep down, everything was built on fear, not faith. And then comes the fall. It is not the end. It is God's care, removing what was not real before everything collapses around you. And even when it seems you are falling straight to the ground, sometimes He lets you go almost all the way, just to show you that He is still holding your hand. What you thought was failure may actually be the beginning of reconstruction, a rebuilding based on truth, not illusions. Here is a key that many do not realize. Falling in a dream does not always mean something bad is going to happen. It may mean that you are finally separating from what was never truly you. Ego, pride, the need to control everything. It is your spirit dismantling all of this. The right question is not, why am I falling, but what part of my identity is God reshaping? The fall is not the end. It marks the beginning of something rooted and true. When you wake breathless or afraid, listen. God remains your foundation. Some dreams create the feeling of being watched, not by someone, but by something invisible yet real. This is a spiritual awakening, showing you have crossed boundaries and are now on the radar of spiritual realms. You are not being observed because you are weak. You are being watched because you are becoming a threat. Your anointing is growing, your authority increasing, and the spiritual realm notices every step. These dreams are warnings. You are revealed, exposed, and it is your time to act, lead, and embrace your calling. Take a deep breath and listen. Those dreams you thought were random were never just dreams. They were messages from God, hidden codes guiding your spirit. While others sleep or stay distracted, you are being activated and trained. Every symbol, every lingering feeling, every strange image carries purpose. God has never been silent. He has always spoken, even through your dreams, because your spirit was ready. Before your mind. Tonight, do not sleep as if it's ordinary. Rest with expectation, intention, and prophetic purpose. Share your experiences, connect with others called, and remember, those who are chosen never walk alone.